back with another episode of the Black Rose podcast.
Oh
You know,
yes,
I
welcome back.
I've Mr. Jason with me here today. This is the first time all three of us are in the
is.
same one.
Yeah.
It
Looking
is.
forward to it. It's good. Should be good.
We need to make sure we don't talk over each other though, and we're not
Yeah.
just going where everyone's shouting it. But yeah, very very good to have his boat on, right? So I was thinking today, what we can do is, I suppose, like Nicole, like
Yes.
I want to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
I actually don't want to get to know you a little bit better, you know, but like you looked at me there as if to say, but like I want you to tell us, like, for example, like, you know, yourself, how did training become such a, like, pillar of your life? Like, you know, bring us back to like Nicole when she was like 16 years old and like what she was doing, and like tell us a few things about, you know, like funny things that you done, or don't just tell us about all the good stuff.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to tell us some funny stuff, some bad stuff. But yeah, tell us a little bit more about you, and then how you got into how fitness became such a big part of your life.
Okay, so I started training when I think I literally just turned like 17. Could have been 16 or 17, but like I always had this thing in my head where I knew I wanted to like start the gym. I just thought it was like really cool. And I used to like always see all the like influencers and everything. It was like when Gymshark started to get popular, and I was like, oh, I want to be like them. And then I was always just scared to like go down and actually start. But then one day my friend was going and she was like, oh, do you want to come with me? And I was like, okay. So I went down, signed up, had no clue what I was doing at the start. So like I knew I liked it though, and I knew I wanted to keep going. So I just started going like every day, still having no idea what I was doing. I was never into like the cardio phase, like, do you know, when people just do the cardio. I was always like in the weight section, but I just used like all the leg machines because I didn't want to have big arms, like, you know.
You thought you were just gonna get big arms and doing like
Yeah.
one set of bicep curls.
If
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
Still,
Do you ever hear that when people when people come to the
Still
gym and they're
nothing.
like, I don't want to get bulky,
Yeah.
or I don't want to get big, I don't want to
Yeah.
be a bodybuilder. It's like,
yeah.
if it was that simple,
Yeah.
like I wish it was that simple.
I wish.
I wish.
But sorry, continue.
Yeah, so I started training. I would literally just train legs every single day. And then I kind of started to add like upper body and stuff like that into my training plan. But where am I going with this?
I want to know, like, how did you get started? Tell us something, you know, back in the day, funny things you used to
Right,
do,
so,
or
like-
just tell us a little bit more about yourself. Don't think too much into it.
So like it's hard because like it makes me think. I'm not very good at that. So I
You used to tell me a story about how these like 3 Russian lads trained you. Or Polish lads, yeah. So tell me, I think we all have like those people in the gym when you first start out. Like you go down,
Yeah.
and it's like,
yeah.
for some reason they're Eastern European and they're just like, come with me, I will teach you how to lift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's in every gym.
Yeah.
I think.
So that would have been like when I was in the gym for about like a year. It was these 3 Polish guys. One of like them and his girlfriend used to rent a room in our house. So we used to like live together, and they'd always be down. So like I knew them. They were kind of like my older brothers in a way, because like just ended up being really close. So I started going with them, and they'd kind of like help me out. So that's when I started to train upper body, because I wanted to have like big arms then, because I kind of wanted to be like them. So I was like, okay, I want like biceps. Still working on it, but yeah. But other than that, like I don't really know what to talk about.
So then, what's some challenges you faced when you started going to the gym? Like, did you start like eating on a healthy nutritional plan straight away? Like, did you find yourself binge eating all the time? Did you find yourself over restricting? Like, remember yesterday you were saying in the car
Yeah.
that like, you know, we've all gone through that binge eating phase.
Yeah.
So walk me through a typical binge eating week with Nicole. What would it look like?
Oh, like it used to be terrible. Like I'd restrict myself so bad during the day, just thinking like, oh, if I eat less, like I'm gonna lose weight. But then I'd be starving at the end of the day, and like I'd start eating and I wouldn't be able to stop. So like at night, I'd literally just go down. I'd order a pizza. I'd get like all the chocolate I had in my house. I'd get like a jar of Nutella. I'd get
I was
a
waiting on
Kinder
that.
Bueno. Just eat the Nutella out of the jar with the Kinder Bueno. Use it as a spoon. Eat like half of the jar, if not the full jar. go down, get a bowl of cereal, get some biscuits, and just keep eating until the point that I actually felt like I was gonna get sick. But then I actually would still keep eating. Like, it was so bad, and I just couldn't stop. Like, it was just thinking
And
about it.
Jay wants to challenge you to
Jay,
it.
I'm coming.
Jay wants to do a donut challenge.
Yes.
Whereas I can eat so much sugar without like being sick. I could get a whole big cake, eat it by myself, add extra toppings to it, like add chocolate, add like biscuits, biscuit spread, like anything, and eat it all and like still want more after. Like it, even if I feel like I'm gonna get sick, I could actually just keep eating.
Keep going.
So like it used to be so bad, and I do it like basically like every single day.
Yeah.
I don't know how I stopped. I don't know what I did to stop.
Oh my God.
Like I could actually just keep eating and eating and eating anything that had sugar in it. And like even if I didn't want it, if it was
Silly.
there, I'd still like go and eat it. So like I know what it feels like when people like struggle with their food. So like when someone mentions like binge eating, like I know exactly what they're going through, cause like I've been there.
Yeah.
So like it was great at the time, but like it wasn't.
Yeah, it is. It's always great when you have a Kinder Bueno as a spoon,
Oh,
and
I think about it all the time.
and you're just dipping
Like,
it into the
I sometimes
Nutella.
I'd throw like Maltesers into the Nutella as well to make it extra crunchy.
If you had a binge night
Mhm.
now, what you getting?
Okay, so I'm definitely
Just bring the bring yourself to the microphone a little bit. Just be careful, yeah. Try to like hold that and then like bring it like so that if you want to bend it a little bit more, yeah,
let me just
Yeah.
adjustment. I think that's a bit better now.
yeah, that's a bit better.
Okay, so much I want. Can I guess stuff from like different places?
You can have
Okay.
it's a binge night. It's
Okay.
your binge night.
Okay, so I'm getting Domino's pizza
Okay.
because obviously I need to have my dinner, right? That's just the dinner part. So I'm gonna have my pizza with sweet corn, chicken, and pepperoni on it. I'm gonna have garlic bread at the side. I'm gonna have, what else do I want? Maybe like wedges or something, just to kind of extra carbs, you know.
Okay.
Then I need to have cookies, but they have to be 4-star cookies because I'm not a fan of the Domino's ones. The 4-star ones are just the white chocolate ones. And I could probably eat like about 20 of them. I remember me and my friend Adela did that before. We got ourselves like a big, huge, massive box with like 30 cookies in it. We ate the whole thing in the space of like a few minutes. So Jay, just be ready for it. So that's my dinner, the cookies and the pizza. Then for my snacks, I'm getting my jar of Nutella. I'm getting an Easter egg because I've been craving an Easter egg for
Ooh,
so
shell.
long. Getting a tub of Ben and Jerry's, the peanut butter cup, because we need some ice cream for all the hot food that I'm having. Then what else? I need some more chocolate, so I'd say like Kinder Buenos and Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
I love Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
And they're
Yeah.
actually so good when you dip them into the Nutella and use them as a spoon as well.
Yeah, to be fair though.
They're so good. I love Kit Kats. And then, what else? I feel like I need some more Reese's to have with my ice cream. Oh, and because I'm having ice cream, I also need to have like a brownie or something at the side. I know I have my cookies, okay? But you need to have a brownie with your ice cream.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that time we went to Alphaland, right? And
Oh
the
my
first time we
God.
went into Tesco's, and like we hadn't.
Tesco's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Walmart. And we hadn't really spent much time together, and we're all
Yeah.
walking around.
Like having no clue what to get.
Yeah, like everyone's like, I don't want to show my true colors of what I really want to.
Towards the end, it was literally like, just get everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, I'll just get one pack of the Oreos.
A pack of Pringles.
Until we went to Denny's.
Oh, that was the best.
So Jay, what about
Jay.
you? Bring us back to
Yeah.
Jay, your roots.
My
you
roots.
know?
My roots.
You know,
Oh.
who got you into fitness?
Into
Yeah.
fitness. Well, to be fair, I was always into some sort of fitness, whether it be like football or some sort of like kind of athletic.
Yeah.
Athletic. I used to do no
He
sports.
done it himself. I knew that was coming when I asked
Yeah.
him. Nobody, it was just me.
No.
Nobody helped me.
No.
I was just
I'm
born this
mad.
way.
But no, from the start, like I love football and stuff. But it comes from my childhood. Like I've always been the short, kind of skinny kind of
Yeah.
build. And like when it came to like football, like picking teams, you know, like numbers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I'd almost be like the second or last person to be picked if we're playing with new people, because I would look like the smallest person there
Yeah,
until
yeah.
I'd like play like a decent match. So I was like, I can't be like this all the time. I can't be the smallest person. So I took myself to the gym, tried to put on some size. It didn't work because I hadn't a clue until I kind of met like a PT that was in the bodybuilding kind of field. And then
Where
he
was your
showed me.
first gym?
First gym was Gym Plus.
Oh,
In
okay.
Swords, yeah.
Did you
So
live in Swords?
I'd lived in Swords, yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay.
yeah. So
So did any of your mates bring you to the gym, or was it just you brought
was-
yourself?
it was just me. Just
Brought
me.
yourself? You went
Yeah.
down, paid for yourself? and
Went
all?
down, paid for myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bro,
I went down.
I wish I had the confidence to do
I went-
that.
I did go down just to go onto the treadmill though. I hadn't
Okay.
a clue. But yeah, that was where it started, and then I managed to learn a little bit about bodybuilding, putting on size, bit of nutrition, and here I am today.
so how did you know to go to the gym to get bigger?
I just seen, to be honest, I went to the gym to get better at football,
Okay.
and then I seen bigger guys there,
Yeah, okay.
and then that
Okay.
kind of got me thinking, like, how are they so big, you know?
I want to look like that.
Yeah, you know, the three Polish guys, you know?
Yeah.
We all have three just weightlifters. They've done Olympic lifts or something. They're teaching you like mad stuff.
Yeah.
But so you went down to the gym. Day one, walk me through what you do on day one.
Day one, I was on the treadmill for about 20-25 minutes as fast as I can.
Trying to be Ronaldo.
You know, the hair was
100%.
gel.
I could literally imagine, wearing the
The Arsenal jersey, I
oh,
think.
Arsenal. Okay, but you're still Ronaldo's.
Yeah.
Were you a fan when Henri was at Arsenal?
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember watching football? Like,
remember
when they
watching.
had like the Invincibles. and
Oh,
all?
bro, the best.
Because I'm a United supporter.
Yeah.
I don't really follow football anymore, but like I would go. I used to record. Ask my dad, right? I don't know what it was, but I used to VS. I feel old as fuck.
VS,
I feel old. VHS. I used to have tapes.
Yeah.
So this was before Sky,
Yeah.
and you could record on Sky, and this was before
Yeah.
Sky, or
Yeah.
maybe it was on Sky, but I had a VHS tape recorder.
Okay.
Okay, I feel old,
Yeah.
right? Jesus Christ, right? So I would record every United game, and I had them labelled by game, season. I think I'd done this for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh my god.
Like this was when this is around the time of the Invincibles. So I would have Ruben Nistelrooy was one of my favourite players at the time, and I would literally have like all of his ones like mapped out. I remember watching when Rooney scored that goal, that volley against Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
I have that recorded. I actually would love to know where they are. Holy shit, I just remember that like that. I used to have United pictures and posters on my wall. Yeah,
Jeez,
everything.
big fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just stopped then because Sir Alex left, and then
It's
yeah,
downhill
Sir
from
Alex
then.
left. And then when Arsene Wenger, like, do you remember like when Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira? Oh, they were
the rivalry,
They
like,
were the days.
that was true football.
That
like,
was when
yeah.
football was at its peak. You know?
Yeah. for
I always
sure.
say everything gets worse with age. I don't know if you agree with this, right? Where like think about WWE. Obviously, we have to improve every single thing over time. So if there's injuries happening, we have to improve. Like, but when you think about it, I think like football, they start to make so many rules with the what's it called, the
VAR.
VAR, and like it obviously makes it better, but it also, I think there's something missing from all these things now, and as people try to constantly improve, inevitably like somewhere in the middle or just kind of on towards the upper end, the product was the best.
Yeah.
Like that Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane era
Yeah.
is just the best football time.
Yeah. You couldn't
That-
create that.
Do you know what I mean? And when you think back to like The Rock and Stone Cold and like
Yeah.
WWE, like
The
that
OGs.
that was just like the pinnacle of like WWE. And then obviously they fix the issues that are wrong, but inevitably then it starts to ruin the product. And I think music as well. I think like there was a period around like the 90s, around the 00s, where like every song is just like, but you don't appreciate it in the moment. It's
Yeah.
only when it's gone.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like now I appreciate those football matches.
Matches, yeah.
As to
Okay.
where at the time I didn't.
Yeah.
I never knew I was in the moment at the time. Like this is the golden days, as they say.
Yeah.
And think about it back to like when Arnold was in like Gold's Gym. Like they didn't
Yeah,
know
they
those were the
didn't
golden
know.
years.
I thought he was just him.
So appreciate everything is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember like my first day I went to the gym, right? I remember I went down and there was like a lady there, and she was ripped. I walked in. I don't even remember how it got brought up in conversation. I think I might have said it to my ma, and my ma brought me down. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, we go up and I do the cross trainer for 25 minutes, and I do the elliptical for 25 minutes, and I do the treadmill for 25 minutes, and then my workout's done. But I just remember seeing the girl behind the counter, and she was just shredded, and I was just like, okay. So started my first ever plan. I remember I stuck to it for 6 weeks, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Day
stuck-
one.
Oh no, like first weights plan. So I
Okay.
was in there
Oh,
messing
okay.
around for a bit. Like, did any of you ever take like the original Jack 3D? Oh,
No.
bro, I feel a lot older now, right? So like, I used to get like pre-workouts, and I was like, the guy that owned the gym used to tell me like I was a sucker for all the marketing stuff.
Yeah.
But I would buy all the pre-workouts, the creatine, you
Yeah.
know, the blue
Everything.
raspberry creatine,
Yeah.
like stuff that
Oh, that
nobody,
used to be so good.
stuff that nobody could get and all. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be buying it, and I'd be searching up what's the best pre-workout, what's the best this, and yeah, the Jack 3D, that was, you know, top range pre-workout back in its banned now because it has like DHMA in it, or DHAA, one of the other two. You're not allowed to take it, but I remember I went in the first time I took pre-workout. I was running on the treadmill, and I just felt like somebody had like injected me with like, I don't even know, like adrenaline. I
Yeah.
just couldn't stop. It was just hilarious. And then I remember the second day it didn't have the same effect, and that was it.
No, it's
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
the same.
Nah.
Never
You
the
It's just
same.
placebo after that.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, same. I remember going down to my gym, and it was just full of Eastern Europeans. And I have this love-hate relationship with Eastern Europeans, like, because, you know, I absolutely think that if you want to test yourself and you want to compare yourself to somebody, that whatever in Eastern Europe, whatever they had to go through, they are just bred differently.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, sorry, I did forget. Like, they just have to go through so much that we don't have to go through, and little things to them are not little things. And I see it in jiu-jitsu all of the time. They just love to have a scrap, and they just love it. Like, they enjoy it. They do it with a smile on their face. Do you know what I mean? And like I love that. Like, sometimes to me, like, I wish I grew up around more of that,
Yeah.
because I feel like that environment, like, you know, having that, you know, I don't know, like, I could just imagine like them outside, like, just as friends. You can probably like laugh or joke at this, but like, let's just have a fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's Friday night, there's
Yeah,
nothing to
there's
do. Let's just
See
and
what
see who
happens.
wins.
I've
Do you
seen
know?
it
Do you know
happen.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
just see who wins. I want to know if I'm stronger than you. Like,
Yeah.
that's just that mentality.
Yeah.
And I don't know, obviously, where that comes from. I don't know. You can probably attest to that. But I remember when I started jiu-jitsu, I was paired up with this group, and about 80% of it was Eastern Europeans, and they are just so tough, like so tough. And they make us Irish look like weak, you
Little
know,
bitches.
little bitches, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. I think it's so funny. I think it's just, you know, if I ever have a kid, I think I might send them to, like, you know, like Siberia, and just like let him like like I it's funny, like, I see a lot of people traveling all over the world right now,
Yeah.
and like, that's great, but like, it depends. Like, if you're going on a holiday, absolutely no problem. But if you're trying to go and you're trying to fix stuff and you're trying to get a new start, I would love to like go to like somewhere cold, and just somewhere like, hear me out, right? Hear me out on this,
Okay.
right? Everyone wants to go to the hot countries,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
did you ever hear the saying, soft times create soft men or women?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in that hot country and there's parties every night of the week, and there's, you know, everything, and you're
Mhm.
trying to figure out your life,
Yeah.
and you're not just traveling for the fun, right? Some people do travel for fun. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's people that travel to, like, okay, I want to reinvent myself. I want to, you know, get a new start. I want to have a fresh start at things. So I would take myself to the coldest, most isolated place, like the Rocky movie and like
Yeah,
Rocky
yeah,
3,
yeah.
where he like
Okay.
goes up into the mountains, and I would just like figure it out from there, and then I would come back. It's like, do you know Josh, right? Josh went to Uganda, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And like, he went over there and he came back with a whole different perspective on life,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's seeing what it's like over there. But if you go over to somewhere where it's like like let's say Miami or somewhere
Yeah.
where it's like party central and it's like life is great and everyone's
so
happy.
different. Like,
When
Yeah.
you leave that, it's like
Yeah.
you can never replace it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I would go to the complete opposite where
Yeah.
where people have nothing.
Yeah.
Norway or somewhere at the top of Norway where it's like freezing cold and dark for like 7 days in a row.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I would come back and I would say, do you know what? I really appreciate the bit of sunlight we get
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
8 to the thing. Because when Ireland gets bright or when it goes through its winters, we all complain about how it
Yeah.
gets dark at 9 o'clock
Yeah.
or starts getting stays dark till 9 o'clock in the morning. But
Yeah.
realistically, we could have it a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Iceland have like 4 hours of sunlight
Yeah.
in their like winter time. Like it's like from 11 to like 4, I think, or something. That's more than 4 hours, but anyway, like I think that's mad because it's just so dark all the time.
Imagine just waking up and just like having to go out and literally like trench through snow to
Yeah.
get to your schools and all.
That's what I actually used to have to do that, right? So when I went to school in Poland, like I went to school there until like I was 10. So like my first few years, and like we used to get really heavy snows like during winter. So that like the snow would actually go up to my knees.
Oh
And I
my.
used to get the bus to school, and every morning me and my cousin would go to the bus stop and we'd just wait there for the bus, not knowing if it was going to show up or not, because obviously of the snow. And like there used to be so much snow, we'd make little paths, right? So we just do it like with our feet, and then we'd kind of wait for like which one the bus stop would stop at. So like we knew which one could get on the bus first. And then sometimes it'd stop like further ahead and we'd be like, what a waste of a path.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, oh, I just love snow.
Snow?
I
Yeah.
love snow.
You love the cold?
I love the cold.
What?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Not at all. Sitting
I
there with a
don't
hot
love-
water bottle.
No, like, I don't like the cold that we get here. But when it's like snowy,
Yeah.
like, it just feels completely different. Like, I love that type of cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I could be in the snow for ages. Like,
So can we get rid of the radiator in the gym?
no, it's a different type of cold.
No, I'm sure it is.
It's a different type of cold. And then, like, you're all, like, freezing and, like, your clothes are soaking from, like, all the snow. And then you go into, like, the warm and you make, like, a nice cup of tea and, like,
Nice hot chocolate.
yeah.
Jay, what's it like in South Africa? Have you ever lived in
South
South
Africa?
Africa, bro?
Any
Is-
snow?
Any snow?
No, no snow at all. It's just hot sunshine. It's casinos. It's the beach. It's a good life.
When was
Good
the
life.
when was the last time you went over?
I was there about 4 years ago. To
Oh,
be
really?
fair.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
was there for a wedding, and that was pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
coming from Europe is like the exchange rate's different, so it's probably like Poland as well.
It
just
is,
felt
yeah.
like you're minted.
Rich.
Yeah.
We're like your 100 euros.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Last year weekend. But yeah, it's a good life. I went to the gym there, and it was sweating as well. That was
Really, yeah.
roasting, yeah. But not like here though.
No,
No, not at all.
I'm born and bred in Ireland, so I haven't really.
Kind of boring.
Yeah,
like.
that's kind of boring. Yeah.
Well, we're doing a bit of traveling together. We've been to Alpha Land. That was pretty good.
It was. That
Yeah.
was so good.
That was
Such a
good.
good trip.
Yeah, but I don't have any roots other than probably Lusk. I'm born and bred in
Literally,
Lusk.
yeah.
That's
Like,
where my roots start and end.
it's like you actually don't know anything else, whereas
Have
we
you-
see what life is from like different.
Have you ever wondered? Question for you.
Yeah. Go-
Like, where you would be if you were still in the country that you were in? Like, what would you be doing? Like, have you got friends that like you remember from like say 5 to when
Yeah.
did you leave?
10?
When did you leave?
I left at like 5.
Ah, okay. But like, what are they doing? Do you know what I mean? What's
Yeah.
their life like?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be talking to them, but like I'd follow them on social media and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I still kind of see what they're at, and it's just so weird seeing like them all grown up, and I remember them being like this size.
Yeah. But like, what are they doing? Are they like,
Actually, no, like working, college,
yeah, college?
kids, getting married.
Oh yeah, jeez,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
I have a couple of
I
families.
thought you were
in-
gonna say you had a couple of kids. I was like, hold on a second.
What's he not telling us?
Fabiana, we've got something to tell you. His name is Michael, and he is 16.
It's a long time ago.
Sorry, you.
But I was saying, yeah, a couple of family members that are still there as well, that are my age, and it's it's actually quite dangerous in my country. Like,
Really?
yeah. So I don't know where I'd be, to be fair. You know, like, fortunately enough for us, like that side of the family was kind of like in a good area,
Mm-hmm.
but like it was like private schools, private homes, like well gated communities. But like anything outside that is quite, it's not your usual. Like coming over here, you can just like, as kids, like when you'd cycle on your bikes or playing football and you go in for a glass of water, you'd leave your bike outside, go in. Whereas you go over there, your bike could be gone, you know? And that's like everyday stuff. So I don't know.
That's just normal. It's
Yeah,
like
it's just normal.
we don't even give out. It's actually your fault.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have
yeah,
left it.
it's actually,
Yeah.
I'd be getting the whooping for that. Yeah, so.
No, that's like I can't really comment like what it was like growing up in the it's soft, you know, parents looked after me, everything was easy, you know.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the way we are in this country, you know. It didn't go well. We went through the, you know, was it the financial, the Celtic Tiger era? That's
Yeah.
what I remember. We changed from pounds to euros.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I don't remember
The boom.
You know, yeah.
that. When
So
was that?
I always had money. Like I remember always having stuff I wanted. I actually, funny enough, I've actually learned the most from like, I wish I was able to do things for myself.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that Eastern European side of things, because you're forced, you're sent out, you're to, you know, like, go get a job, go do this, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you had to go into the army and everything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't a choice that you could make. Like it's a choice now, but like a few years ago, it still wasn't.
So I always found it like, I was always giving out to my ma, stop making me dinner, I'm trying to make it for myself.
Yeah.
You know, I was just trying to always be independent. You
Yeah.
know, so I always learned from like little things like that. But when my gym journey, funny enough, we got off on a little tangent there. My
little
gym
bit.
journey, yeah, is a very funny one. Like I got really close to the owner of the gym, you know, and we kind of trained together.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and he was South African.
Nice,
Yeah, he was
nice.
South African. Yeah, he was South African. Loved rugby and cricket.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so yeah, we trained together. Like I think I must have been like 18 at the time. By the time he let me train with him, and then like he'd make me like squat, and he'd make me like squat onto a box that was like so low. He
Yeah.
had really good squat genetics, and then he'd
Okay.
make me do pull-ups,
Yeah.
and he'd do like weighted pull-ups, and we trained at like 3 o'clock all the time. And I got to the point where like I was like annoying him, because I was like, I wanted to do so much. And
Yeah.
obviously I didn't understand at the time, but he was really busy.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, and I was just
Whereas
like,
now you're kind of like, okay, I
yeah,
get
now
it. I
completely
get it.
understand. And I was like, let's do deadlifts. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I seen this exercise. I seen this, and I was just so enthusiastic about the gym. And then now I get it on the other side.
Oh,
where
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know, fuck, I've only got 45 minutes because I have
Yeah.
to do this. And then you also had a family and kids and stuff like that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But it's so funny, like I remember him telling me the story on like how he set up the gym, and it was like his wife gave him a set of push-up handles for Christmas or his birthday,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with these?" Right?
Yeah.
She was like, "Go join the gym then." Do you know what I mean? He was like, "There is none."
Yeah.
And then light bulb moment went off, and then he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, into the gym." But then I learned a lot in that first gym. Like I learned how to train hard. I learned how to, you know, I learned the biggest thing I take away from like the start is that like the more like I was able to see changes. So the work that I was doing was contributing to results.
Okay.
And I'd never seen that before in my life. Like I'd never seen like me sit down and study for an exam, or like go out and like I always tell you a story about how my
Yeah.
dad used to help me throw tennis balls at a wall, because I was a goalkeeper in football,
Okay.
right? But my dad was like really helping me, and he would like make this wall. I don't know if he made it, I can't remember, or it was like stony. And basically, I'd throw a tennis ball at it, and I wouldn't know where it would go.
Okay.
So I had to like catch it.
Yeah.
So I've got really good
Alright.
reflexes.
Yeah,
Like
nice.
throw something at me, Nicole.
Yeah.
No, it's a terrible job.
I
But,
don't have anything else.
like I've got really good reflexes.
Yeah.
Like I could probably catch it with no eyes. I mean,
Jeez.
without looking.
No. How
You know. But and then he'd bring me like the football training every Saturday morning, like for like the NDSL and all, and then like, we
Nice,
do loads
man.
of things up there.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. So I remember when I started in the gym, like I just learned that like if you work hard, you actually get what you put into it.
Yeah, I definitely resonate with that one. Like whatever you directly do in the gym, you always get it back. You
Yeah.
know, if you have a good sleep the night before, you'll have enough energy the day after. You know, if you eat enough, for your training session, you'll have enough fuel. You know, if you lift heavier weights, you will get stronger, you know. So, yeah.
I remember when I first started out, like there was no. I hear young lads having conversations about sleep and all that stuff now. And we all know how important that is.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was starting, it was just training. It was just like this 5-hour Cobra back workout. That like, do you know what I mean? Like Cobra back, like, do you know?
Cobra.
And like this is what people were doing. And it's funny, like me and Nicole train a lot together now because we're prepping for around the same time. So we've aligned our training schedules, and Jay's is just slightly off at the moment. So he only meets up with us on a Sunday,
Yeah.
which he
Leg day.
sometimes skips.
Little excuses here and there.
Oh, coming. I'm still making it.
No, he
Sometimes he shows up, but then he leaves early.
yeah. So
Just to say he still showed up.
Still shut up.
still showed up. But what was I saying there?
Can't remember.
It was just training back in the day. There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
sleep.
Oh yeah, like so like Cobra back workouts, and like it was like bro splits, and it was like arms, chest, back,
Yeah.
and it was just go in and destroy everything. So I had this training partner, and it's funny, it was the best training we ever done. We used to just kill each other, and I didn't know much about training at the time.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the harder that I worked, the more that I seen like other things go well for me in my life. It was like, okay, you just took a set to failure and then dropped the weight and done it. So we just kept trying to make things harder and harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know why sometimes I do that with the Smith machine squats?
Yeah.
So we used to do drop sets, but then we'd
Yeah.
say, let's do drop sets but without taking the weight off.
Yeah.
Or without putting your legs on the ground, you know? So like we do bench,
Yeah.
and like we'd have one person stand either side of the bar,
Yeah.
and they'd have to time the plate coming off at the same time,
yeah.
so that like it doesn't tip.
Yeah.
So like we'd set up the bar if we were doing like say 80, so say 100,
Yeah, 100.
we'd set it up in 210 or 410s,
Yeah.
and we'd do as many as we can of the 100, and then there'd be someone on either side of the
Yeah.
bar, and they'd both pull it off. This is not the Smith machine now, this is the barbell.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So they'd have to pull it off at the same time,
Yeah.
do as many as you can, pull it off again, as many as you can, pull it off again till you do the bar,
Yeah.
and then like you'd be finished.
Oh, you'd
So
be
you do like
fried.
50 reps, and then we do that like 3 times.
Jeez.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
We'd be in the gym for 5 hours just training
Yeah.
to failure. Like, do you know what I mean?
God.
Just absolutely smashing ourselves. But it was fun. It was the most fun I've ever had in the gym. I do think like that kind of part of training is being missed now a little bit too sometimes, where it's like you don't see it in the moment, but like that's what you like to do. Like when lads go
Yeah.
down and they do jiu-jitsu and they do any kind of MMA martial arts, the fun is in the sparring, the fun is in the tough rounds, the fun is
Yeah.
in you enjoy it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Doesn't happen quite often. You have those good days where you feel super strong. Like that's what Sam Sulek does.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like on a set, and if he feels good, just fucking keeps
Just keep
going.
going.
Just keeps going. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Doesn't want it to stop.
Yeah.
Like if you had to do like stand up and you had to get up and say one joke, what would it be?
I would pay to see that.
Yeah, so do you know what? Surprisingly, she'd probably smash it.
Yeah. Yeah. Should pull something out.
She'd pull something out. Yeah. Come on, what would you say?
It can't make me think on the spot. I hate thinking on the spot. I don't know. Like I'm not a funny person.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to think on the spot.
Probably not. No, I'd probably say like my life or something.
Your life is the funniest joke.
Oh my god.
See, like what I mean? I'm not funny.
That's okay. Jay, what about you?
Yeah.
What, if you have
Jeez.
one joke to tell, you're
Oh
getting
god.
it.
I wouldn't be able to do stand up.
But what are some aspirations that you have, Nicole?
You give us a joke.
A man walks into a bar and says, no, wait, let me think.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me think.
Thought-
Let me think. I'm trying to think of a good joke that I have.
Okay. How's that going?
I have a funny story here.
Yeah.
About me?
Here we go.
Right,
Right, let's go.
right, so he's gonna I hope he's okay with me sharing this story.
Go.
Yeah.
So Lee.
Okay.
So Lee is my best friend, right? So he lives in Australia right now. So shout out to you, Lee, if you're listening to this. And I do apologize if you don't want me to tell you this joke, right? But we were out one day, and I can't remember. We used to play FIFA together every
Mhm.
night till like 5 in the morning, even
Yeah.
later, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we go home and we'd spend all our money on FIFA points. And then we'd literally do it again each week, sitting on the dole, not a bother in the world. I think that's why I have such a good relationship with him, because we just both were the same
Mhm.
person. We just didn't care about college or any of that kind of stuff, and we were just chilling out. But anyway, I must have got a job, right, in Next. And then I remember he was like trying to apply for jobs. So I was like, right, I'll help you, right? So we go out and we start handing in CVs all around town, right? And now
Okay.
keep in mind, right, he's dressed up in a tracksuit. But he's just handing around CVs into like shops and stuff like that. Was back when you handed out CVs. I don't even think you hand out CVs anymore, you know? So I was like to him, right, there was we were like, what, 17, maybe 18 at the time. And we walked by one of the hotels, I think it was the Westbury. And like I said as a joke, oh, like go put one in there, thinking like he's not going to do it because it's so professional. And like he walked up, there was a guy with like the top hat on and blah blah blah, and he walks up in his tracksuit, and he like walks up and he's like to your man, yeah, I'm just looking to apply for a job, where do I so he just walks up, goes inside, hands the CV, comes out. I was laughing, I could not stop laughing. I was like, there's no way he's after doing that. Went in, came out, goes, bro, I think I could be onto something here. Like, that'd be a great spot. He goes, your man was lovely as well. And anyway, he goes and he doesn't get the job, but he ends up getting a job in TGI Fridays, right?
Okay.
This is the funniest story that I have of him, right? This is Lee Gellin in a nutshell. Just bring your mic down a little bit in case they can't see your face. So he's in there and he's working away, and you know, like, he doesn't care about the job, right? It's a part-time job, you know. So he's not like trying to become the best waiter that there ever was, right? So he's in the job and he's doing good though. And then he tells me this story, right? That someone was like he was serving tables, and someone comes up to him and he goes, can I get some butter? And he goes, yeah, of course you can. Yeah, get your butter now. Yes. He goes into the back and he goes to your man, where's the butter? Because it's in the fridge, right? So he opens up the fridge and there's an industrial size block of butter. He's never seen a block of butter this size before, his entire life. And he just takes it and just walks out to the table and just puts it on the table and just walks away, right? And I swear to God, he didn't even think twice. He thought he's after delivering a top quality service. Your man asked for butter. He got butter. Right? So later on, the lads are like, did you just bring the whole block of butter? It's like, yeah, he asked for butter. He's like, no, you're supposed to scoop it out into these white little sachet things and just bring out just that much butter. He was just at that moment, he knew that just restaurant business was just not going to be for him. Like, so we used to have some laugh back in the day, just all the little stories, like. Oh, so funny.
That's good.
Anyone got any funny stories to share? Well, yeah, we're 40 minutes. We should probably start wrapping up.
12:15.
Let's give it 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like every Lee story you tell gets funnier and funnier every time.
It does, yeah.
I think we should get him on the podcast.
Oh, 100%.
Guys.
Lee, when are you
If
back?
you want Lee on the podcast, make sure to give us a like and a follow. We will get Lee on the podcast next time he's back.
Lee will be on the podcast when he comes back.
Yes, he will be.
Yeah. Lee needs to.
Yeah.
Lee has a lot of Lee knows a lot about he always tells me a story of like how like I came to him one day and I was like, bro, I'm gonna start a gym. He tells it so much better than I do because he tells it from a different perspective. And like I'd be out on the session, as in like with him, like we'd be out and we'd go back to say someone's house and I'd be like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna open the gym. And little did I know, like everyone was like, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Like sitting in someone's sitting room at like 4 o'clock in the morning telling people he's gonna open the gym. And like he obviously tells the story so much better, so it'd be funny to kind of
get that side.
It's a shame that he went all the way over to Australia.
I know, right?
Yeah. So tell me, 2 funny things about yourself, Nicole.
You're making me think on the spot again.
All the stories.
Tell all the funny stories.
Tell me 2 funny. Jay has a bumper in his bedroom. Tell us about that. What's that about?
Bro. I was doing up my car and then I got caught speeding. I'm not allowed to drive anymore. But I ordered all the parts for my car, so they're just sitting in my room, right? Taking up space and dust.
It's literally like, it's at the part of the bed where like you put a chair.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like a chair.
looks like a sofa.
So what are you going to do? You're going to put the bumper on, take the other bumper off?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the other bumper?
Why would you sell it?
Why don't you do that now?
Yeah,
So-
and just swap it over, like,
Yeah, I could,
instead of having it in your room.
Just in no rush because I'm not in my car at the moment.
Oh.
I know.
Get the little violin.
What about you, Nicole?
See, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm not that interesting. Like, I don't know.
How's life? How's your love life?
Terrible.
Yeah? What's terrible about it?
Everything.
You know, applications are now open for
Nicole, yeah.
It's funny, Nicole's probably like, yes!
Yes.
You know? What are you looking for in a relationship?
I'm not looking for it.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
No, but if you were, what would you like?
I don't know. Like, I'm not that picky.
Something with a heartbeat.
Some with a pulse.
Yeah?
I think I want to stay single for a while.
They have to go to the gym,
It would be nice, yeah.
but it's not required.
No, they probably have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think it has to be someone that, like, understands what I'm doing, not someone that's like, oh, let's just get a pizza.
Yeah.
When I can't have a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then think about it. It might be nice to switch off from the gym sometimes.
No, I like the gym.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually really don't. Never think about things like that.
What about you, Ro? How's your love life?
It's going great. I'm loving myself. Do you know what I mean? It sounds terrible, but like, yeah. It's funny, like, life. I've spent my whole life in relationships. I think
Yeah.
I've done like 16 years of relationships or something
Yeah,
crazy
bro.
like that.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I started, like, was in a relationship when I was like 14.
Yeah.
So this is like the first time, like, where I've not been, like, in a relationship. And I find being on your own so freaking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I've never done it, ever.
Oh.
I love being by myself.
I've never done that shit. I don't understand, like, how,
Yeah.
just like, I literally, like, I think it was like sixth class,
Mm.
like, first year, met the person that I was with. And then, like, they were, like, always in my life for such a long period of time. And then I've always just had, like, a relationship figure in my life
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that, like, when I, like, sit now, I'm like, it was great because it allowed me to work on myself
Yeah.
when I was in that relationship. And I think
Okay.
that's great.
Yeah.
And, like, I never really, like, always had, like, that kind of voice kind of saying, oh, maybe you shouldn't go out tonight, maybe we should just
Yeah.
do this, maybe you should,
Yeah.
you know. And that's great for that. But now that I'm on the other side of that, I find it so weird, like, not having a support system
Okay.
that's not, like, so, you know, when you get home, yeah, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, how was your day? Or, "How's
Yeah.
the-"
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to myself, yeah, how was your day? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Anyone annoy you today? Yeah, fucking everybody, you know? And I'm just kind of like, okay, what do I watch? Like, do you want to watch something? Yeah, let's, what do you want to watch? I don't know what, you know? And you just, like, and the one thing I don't miss is the bickering.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that bickering that everyone does in the relationship? And I don't know why people do it. Like, it's like, are you really going to sit there on your phone all night while we watch a movie? Can I not just be by myself for like 10 minutes? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always say, like, the fight is never about the, like, being on your phone
Yeah.
or, like, the dishes. Like, are you really just going to leave your plate there? Yeah, I'm 24 years old. I can do what I want. Do you know what I mean? Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And that little bickering that kind of happens, like, I found that very, very stressful. More stressful than it should have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
And I probably should have put the plate in the sink more often. I blame my ma, right? Because my ma helped me when I was younger. She'd done me washing. I used to just put it on the ground, and, you know. So I never had to learn any of those skills for myself. But yeah, that bickering I don't miss. You
Yeah.
know, the little fights, like, you know, where it's just
Yeah.
like, so, like, I sit there, I enjoy my own company. I'm just focused on what I want to do. Yeah, no. So for me, it's going good. Like, I'm actually enjoying spending time with myself. I've never spent time with myself. You know?
Nice.
It's mad.
Yeah. Like, you know, all the time. Like, I'd be
Yeah.
like, want to do something. Like, my whole entire life, let's go to Dundrum. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go this. Let's do this. And everything was just always just with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the first time where I've actually been, except for COVID, like, because I broke up during COVID, and then, like, I remember I was sitting in my room for like 3 weeks depressed. I was just like, no idea if my business was going to survive, no idea what I was going to do. Then one day I just got up and decided I was going to try,
Yeah.
you know, and that's when things started to turn around. But moved house and stuff like that. So it's been hard the last like 3 years, but this is the first time I've actually just said, no, just chill out, like, you're 29.
Yeah.
I mean, then you feel that pressure, don't you? You know, like if I've put like 16 years into relationships, so you're like, is it ever gonna work out? Am I the problem?
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Ooh.
You know, because you
Yeah.
can't blame other people all the
No,
time. Like,
you
that's just a silly way. Like,
Yeah.
like, we always have this analogy. I always use it
Yeah.
with you. If you take €5 million out of the bank account, right, you walk down the street with it, and you get robbed, you are at fault
Oh yeah.
for doing that. Even though the robber is the one that robbed you, you are
Yeah.
still at fault for taking that money out and walking,
Making that decision.
making
yeah.
that decision. So like a lot of the problems, I was only talking about this with you yesterday, a lot of the problems I had were because I didn't look after myself. I didn't train when I was supposed to. I didn't do the things that I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And like I would lose friends, and I would bicker, and I would be angry, and I would be these types of emotions just because I couldn't drag my ass to the gym, you lazy fucker. You know what I mean? And that's how I speak to myself, because like I always talk to myself and like
Yeah.
you know Eminem,
Yeah.
in the 8 Mile rap battle at the end where he like
Mhm.
slags himself.
Yeah.
That's how I cope with stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Just slagging yourself.
yeah,
Speaking in the
course.
third
Course.
person.
yeah, fuck. Yeah, so what? Do you know what I mean? What else are you gonna say about me? I'm ugly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that already.
Yeah.
You know what else? I've got small legs. Yeah, I know that, bro.
Chicken leg.
Yeah.
So like anything that I typically struggle with, I would typically say to myself,
Yeah.
yeah, can't defend yourself. Yeah, I know that. If I was actually in a fight, yeah, you'd fuck me up. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
So, what were we talking about there? Love life.
Love
Jay,
life,
how's your
yeah.
love life
Yeah,
going?
Jay,
Yours
it's
going
pretty
good,
good.
bro.
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good, bro.
Lucky for me, I have someone that's supportive when it comes to the whole gym
Yeah.
thing as well. So they actually understand. Like I've been through the trenches of prep and everything that you guys are going through now, and
Yeah.
like I do understand that like, it can be difficult if you're with someone and they're like, let's go on dates. Let's go out for food. Let's just
Mhm.
like skip your chicken and rice and have a pizza
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that can be difficult. So one thing I would have to say is for your next relationship, make sure that is set in
Yeah.
stone first. But we're going good.
Priorities.
We're going good. Shout out to Fabiana.
We
She's-
all love
Yeah,
you.
we love you, Fabiana.
We
You're
love
very
you.
supportive. But I am going to get you on the David Goggins challenge
Yes.
next week, okay?
Yes.
This is where we wake up every morning at 3 a.m. and we work out until we get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Tom
just one.
Platt style.
Yeah, Tom Platt style.
Aye.
I love one
I
Fabiana.
know.
It's gotten to the point where now she picks Jay up and she like hides down the
Eyes around the corner.
But yeah, I think that will do for today. What do you think?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That was a little bit about me, a little bit about Jay, a little bit about Nicole.
Yeah.
Any nicknames, Nicole? Had you had a nickname growing up?
No.
Little bitch.
I wish.
Yeah. Jay, what about you? Ronaldo.
Yeah, I wish.
What about you?
People used just to call me by my surname, Donnelly.
Donnelly, no way.
Donnelly.
Yeah.
Dono.
Yeah, that was what my dad's nickname was. Donald's.
way.
Yeah, it's really. It never stuck with me.
Yeah.
People used just to call me Donnelly.
Yeah.
Donnelly. Oh, Donnelly's here.
yeah.
That's what people.
I used to be called J.O.
Really? Yeah. J.O. Here's your baby Yoda back. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, tuning in on today's podcast. That was a little bit about just kind of me, Jay, Nicole. We kind of wanted you to
Get to know us a
get to
little
know us a
bit.
little bit better, but also just maybe have a podcast where we can just be ourselves and just
Yeah.
kind of share some things that
Yeah.
you might not know about us. Like Nicole is a demon when it comes to sugar. She is
Yeah. The hell, Nicole. How are you not obese?
you know,
I don't know.
hard work, dedication.
Yeah.
The training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely is.
We all come from different places, different backgrounds, but we all are united by
Training.
yes,
Yes, indeed.
and Black Rose.
Yes.
And Black Rose, of course.
You know, where would you be if Black Rose wasn't here,
Oh, God.
bro?
I don't even know, bro. I'd
You know?
probably be chunky.
You'd definitely still be in bonkers,
Definitely. Probably.
answering
yeah.
phones.
Yeah, answering phones, doing some sales, office 9 to 5 jobber. So,
What about you, Nicole?
I'd probably still be in my old gym.
Yeah.
Just training away.
yeah.
Not the same way though.
Yeah.
I feel like we've matured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What about you?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
That's how it
well,
is.
well, if there was
Well,
no Black Rose, where would you
How much
be?
time have you got? Like, that story could have went down many routes.
Yeah.
I always thought I was gonna move away and like live the party lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did for a while. Then I could be in Siberia. Do you know what I mean? I could, you know, literally could have been in Siberia. You
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Cabin in the woods.
Thank God I found fitness. What
Yeah.
a great thing to find, and that is
Yeah.
why Black Rose does exist, because it is probably the number one thing that has impacted my life to the
Yeah.
point that it
Yeah.
has, and that's what brings us together. You
Yeah.
know, we're all united
for sure.
by one thing, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time, Jay. I know you're a busy man. You've got lots of clients and lots of work to do. and lots of PlayStation to play.
Yeah,
lots.
and, you know, and
Every
Nicole,
night.
I know you're very busy too.
Yeah.
You know, you've got all these fellas you need to fight off every day. You
Every
know,
day.
love
Yeah,
life.
every single day. Stop replying to all their messages.
But yeah, we will see you in the next one.
Make sure to give us a like, follow, subscribe, come join the gym, get some subs, and we will see you in the next one.
That is perfect.
Peace.
And
Peace
don't be
out.
a little bitch.
That's our new sign now.
It is. Peace out. Peace out.